Right now, I am present at Palestine Embassy in Delhi. Joining us for the conversation is Palestinian ambassador in India, Mr. Abdullah Abu Shawesh. Welcome to Munsif TV, sir.
Thank you so much indeed, Mahira, for having me, and many thanks to Munsif TV at large.
Sir, firstly, I'm talking about the current scenario. The current scenario is going on, which the critical condition through which Palestinians go through is being fully ignored by the global media. What are you expecting from India to look for this?
Thank you so much. You shed light in three very main issues, which is the current situation that we are enduring as a Palestinian people in Gaza. I trust that you know that Gaza and the ruins, Gaza, 95% of it is people, is internal displaced people. The vast majority of the building had been completely destroyed. The infrastructure is not there. 73,000 Palestinians have been killed. The vast majority of them is women and children. So that when it came to the humanitarian situation, it's very deteriorating. Out of 37 hospitals in Gaza, only 19 hospitals is still partially operating in Gaza. So this is the situation. In West Bank, the situation is not less worse. We in the West Bank enduring in a daily pace many of the Israeli terrorist attack on a daily pace on our homes, equipment, cars, infrastructure, everything is under the Israeli terrorist attack in a daily basis. And when I use the word terrorist, this is not my word. Even the very pro-Israeli Israel, which is the U.S. ambassador to Israel, MULAQAT, call it terror attacks. So that this is terror. What we are enduring in West Bank is a terror. This is first. Second, regarding the hope or what we are looking for India. Yes, much we are looking to India as, of course, this big brother, this India that have 1.4 billion human beings, this India, that it is political weight. It is political weight is well known around the globe, so that we look to India to exercise it is a full political weight, to exercise more pressure on Israel to put an end to the Palestinian suffering.
Sir, in press conference, you mostly highlights about the settled violation in Palestine by the Israelis. So what you are expecting from the global South nations and especially India from all this condition, addressing the whole things going through all this?
Yes, as I mentioned, the situation on the ground is very deteriorating. It's very miserable.
Violation.
Yes, we look for of course, the international community to stand united, not only to the southern country, not only to India, but our appeal is to the international community to stand strong to put an end to the Israeli occupation. And we are not asking anyone to exercise any military power over Israel, but there is a lot of tools, a lot of political tools, diplomatic tools, policies and measures, legal tools, policies and measures. If the international community adopted it, if the international community implemented it, this will put an end to the Israeli occupation. And entitle all of this under one title, boycott the Israeli occupation.
Sir, as you mentioned, the settler attack on Palestine or Gaza area is under military process by the Israelis. Can you elaborate the process, how the Israeli administration is stayed backed behind all this?
I said in my official statement and in the press conference that all the Israeli terror attack is fully backed by the Israeli military force, by the Israeli occupation force, and by the vast majority of the Israeli leaders, political leaders, religious leaders. And the current, in particular, the current fugitive from justice, the Israeli Prime Minister, is fully backing the Israeli settler terror attack, and many of his and his government, of course, is backing and supporting with money and with funding the Israeli terror attack, funding them with military weapons, funding them with equipment, funding them with much to carry these terror attack against the Palestinian people. So that it's not our position because we want to say it. This is the reality on the ground.
So the press release stated that the violence against Palestinians has become a currency to attract voters in Israel. Can you explain the exact sentence?
The current Israeli Prime Minister, the fugitive from justice, the Israeli Netanyahu himself, is at risk to lose the election, and in this case, he will lose his immunity. He will lose his political power, and in this case, this means that he will be back to trial. He had stand to 3 trials. He will be backed, and most probably, according to the Israeli media, he will be convicted and he will be jailed. To do so and to avoid being jailed, he will do his ultimate best to win this election. And to win this election, he should secure the very hard rights voters, and to do so, very hard right and the right voters, and to do so, the only way to do it is to make the Palestinian life is more miserable, to promise his voter more expanding of the Palestinian, of the Israeli settlement, more expanding of the Israeli outpost, more expelling of the Palestinian people, more hardship measures will taken against the Palestinian people, so that we, the Palestinian, became the cards that all the politician in Israel whom is believing that he want to be in the power, use it as a Palestinian. I mean, the Palestinian.
If this extremist again come in power, then what will be the long-term impact on the survival and the future of Palestinians in the occupied territory?
When I used to face this question, I used to remind you, the Indian people, 200 years ago, you face. What did we face as a Palestinian? And you started your first military revolution in 1857, and you did not give up. The only thing that we will not give up of it is to have and to gain our freedom, and we will not stop. The only thing that we will not stop doing it is to have the hope and to have the dream for the future. Likewise, you, the Indian people, we are dreaming of a future without the Israeli occupation, and one day we will be there.
So what does the diplomatic mission respond to claim that settler actions are carried out under military protections, or what legal or international framework are you invoking to challenge this?
When we say that the settler terror attack is conducted under the full Israeli military protection and with the full backing by the Israeli politician or military person, this is not our word. This is what did the United Nations Human Rights Council, the recent report of the United Nations Human Rights Council, the recent declaration by many of the UN experts. They said it. This is not our wording. We know it, but we used to quote and to use the UN official and the Israeli human rights organization like JSHA, like Beit Salem and Yajdin, all of them is saying that, repeating this exact fact.
So as you mentioned, the settler attacks occur under military protection. Could you elaborate how state-backed mechanism directly facilitate this violence against civilians in occupied West Bank?
No, it's not violence. It's terror attack against the Palestinians, conducted by the Israeli terrorist, fanatic, messianic maniacs, hard rights settlers against the Palestinian, innocent Palestinian, unmilitarized, innocent Palestinian people. When we say that's not attack, it's a terror attack, this is not my word. Again, the very hard supporter for Israel, which is the current U.S. ambassador to Israel, Mark Huckabee, said that it's a terror attack, so that it's not violence, it's attack, it's terror attack.
Do you believe India's growing global influence can play a vital role in pressing the cessations of violence in the West Bank and East Jerusalem?
India?
Yeah,
yes.
I'm talking about India's growing.
Okay. Yes, when it came to India itself, India having a good relation with both Israel and Palestine. India it is political power is very heavy. The weight of India political power is very heavy, and we look forward to India to utilize this. It is political power and good relation with both sides to put an end to the Israeli occupation.
As you mentioned also, and I'm repeating again, Palestine shares long-standing historic ties with the Republic of India. So what kind of diplomatic support or response you expect from the government of India on this issue, especially during this critical Israeli election period?
Much to talk about it in this regard. When it came to the support of the Palestinian people, we expected India, and we already mentioned that India is going to build a hospital in Palestine. We are and this is very appreciated from our side. But when it came to the political issue, I used to say that, and I will continue to say, it's the exact time not only for India, for the international community to come strong and very clear, to have a very clear position regarding the Israeli terrorist attack, the settler terror attack against the Palestinian people, and to come vocal and to condemn it. Not only India, the international community should come very vocal to condemn and to call it in its name. It's a terror attack against the Palestinian people, and to condemn it.
So what practical on the ground steps in the Palestine Authority taking to protect the citizens from this armed settle attack?
Unfortunately, we did not have any way to protect our civilian people. We are disarmed authority, we are disarmed government, and we are facing a country or a state that is ranking 1 out of the 15 worldwide when it came to the military power. We are facing full militarized people, not only the army itself, but even the terrorist settler is fully militarized or militarized to the teeth, militant to the teeth, so that we did not have. The only way is that we are trying to protect our people is to continue talk about our case, to continue appeal to the international community, to continue strengthening or to continue talking about the international law, to reach out to our friends, and of course, to make sure that we will continue to be in our land and we will continue to be as the indigenous people in their land.
During this crucial condition all through the Palestine is going, would you think the world could react or help Palestine in the way you are expecting?
Unfortunately, the international community turned its back. I'm not revealing a secret. After killing 73,000 Palestinians, after the starvation had been used as a war fair, after the starvation had been declared by the international community, by the United Nations, and the international community did not make anything. Unfortunately, not only this, 51 countries from all around the globe, whom is even in their position is against the Israeli occupation. According to Al Jazeera report that had been published 1 month ago, 51 countries used to, during the genocidal war, to support Israel with the weapons.
And if we are talking about international media, if we're talking about international media, there is a lack of coverage as we shown in recent month or recent year. Can you express your feelings? How could you, in fact, I'm talking about whole Palestine civilians, feel about actually they are away from the coverage of international media? There is a lack of coverage.
I used to say, and I will continue to say, that the vast majority of the international media screens, especially the Western media, is controlled by the Zionist movement. I'm not revealing a secret, and this is not anti-Semitic, person. It's cluster clear. So the media is there at the hand. The vast majority of the media is controlled by the Zionist movement, and this is fact. This is not anti-Semitic again. This media is used not to give us the chance to speak ourselves. This is the point. And even the social media is censored. When it came to the Palestinian narrative, the vast majority of the social media is censored and blocked the Palestinian narrative. With all what did you saw in the social media, still it is censored. When it came to the screens, main screens, not only in the south itself, unfortunately, many of these screens did not give us the chance as a Palestinian to speak ourselves.
What are you expecting from the new government coming to Israel, if there is changes?
even if there is changes, this means that the opposite will come to rule Israel. And the opposite from now, they are promising.
Because many people is also against Netanyahu too. So if the government or regime change, then what are you expecting from Israel?
I say it very clear. The current Messianic fanatic government and its supporter is talking about expanding and going and expanding the settlement, giving the full immunity and impunity to the settler terrorist attack and all of these. The opposite leaders is promising the same exact issue, so that we did not expecting that much from even if this regime or the current Israeli regime is changed, we did not expect it that much from the opposite side.
The other countries or the nationwide countries, the South global countries, not interfere in all this.
Yes. Unless the international community is exercise some pressure on Israel to put an end to its illegal occupation.
What's your expectation from UN?
The same. UN is playing a crucial role when it came to the rhetoric, when it came to the theoretical level, which is talking about the international law, two-state solution. Not more than that.
Why is Israel not accepting Trump peace plans, even though Hamas has agreed to?
No, it's not a peace plan. Did Trump himself call it a peace plan? He called it a comprehensive plan to end the conflict in Gaza. It's not a peace plan at all. Peace is completely different. Israel is ahead of 69 days ahead of the election, and everyone is of them, even the opposite side is competing over the other to make who will make our life in Gaza and West Bank is more worse. So that they did not expected it, even if Hamas or anyone expected it. And if they put a new condition, then Hamas and Palestinian accepted it, they will come with a new version of their condition. They did not want to end this war.
Sir, as given the highly charged atmosphere of the upcoming Israeli election, do you anticipate that this rising settler attacks might trigger a new wave of mass civilian uprising on a new intifada in the occupied territories?
Indeed, I'm not pretty sure what will happen in the upcoming days, but there is a lot of pressure on the Palestinian people, and many of the security level in Israel, security experts and the security level and the security leaders, especially the previous or the former security leaders in Israel, is alarming the Israeli that there is a lot of pressure and this might trigger another intifada.
Thank you so much, sir, for joining us and talking with us, sir. Give your precious time. Keep watching Munsif TV. I am Mahira Kohar.